Hi everyone, this is Deji from Career Services, and today's video is a guide on the basic controls and functions of Microsoft Word and by extension Google Docs. This tutorial is mainly for those who have a keyboard and mouse. Although these instructions work on other interfaces such as mobile device, they may require different instructions. So the first thing we'll do is just the control and cursor, then we'll go on to fonts, rulers, and conclude the video. So the first thing we want to do is just look at our screen and we'll see a little I in the middle of our screen, and that just shows where we are currently typing. So that set line that's currently flashing shows where we are typing. So it shows where we want to type and controls where we are on the page. To highlight the text, we want to hold left click and drag across the text you want to select. A shortcut to this is double click a word to highlight the word specifically, or triple tap the word to select the whole paragraph. Next thing you want to focus on is something called adjusting the margins. So we want to go to the View tab specifically, and in the center of the screen, you should see a ruler tab. You want to click on that, and our screen should look like this. So we have a ruler on our right, on our left, and in the top of our page. So the ones on the left side of the screen will adjust the top margin. So if we want to increase our header or reduce it, we control it through here. Likewise, at the bottom of our page, if we want to increase or reduce the size of our white space, we can do that down there. So let's look at the top. And the top, you'll see two triangles to our left, one to our right, and a little rectangle at the bottom here. Let's first look at the triangle to our right. So this triangle adjusts our right indentation. So as you can see, as we move it to our left, all the text will be moved so it won't pass that line. This is very important in resume and cover letter building, as we want to use careful use of white space, and being able to adjust the margins can help us maximize, or some cases minimize, the amount of white space we use. On the left side, we see two triangles and a square. The top triangle adjusts our first line only. So if we want to create an indentation without pressing tab on our keyboard, we can customize how far we want our first line to go. Our second triangle adjusts the indentation for the rest of, if I can get that, it's a bit tricky to get it. There we go. So it adjusts the indentation for the rest of the paragraph. And as I previously did, the bottom rectangle moves the whole paragraph forwards, left and right across our screen. So this is very important to know when you want to adjust the margins to increase or decrease the white space we use. Another important thing that I want to speak about is the show hide button. This shows us where we create spaces through indentations or through line spacing. So whether we've all had the cases where we see a white space and we don't know where it came from, we're not sure whether it's an indentation or it's just a simple line. This shows us what it is and how far and how many times we clicked it. But another good thing about this indentation is we can pair it with our ruler. So we can create an indentation using tab on our keyboard, then just tap the ruler to create a custom indentation. So if we want to we want to keep the first two words, but increase the spacing, this is how we would do it. Now, going to our functions on the home page across this tab, we'll just quickly walk through what each thing does. So the big B makes our text bold, the I italicizes the text, the U underlines it, and this strike through puts a line through it. Generally, we won't use these three buttons, but it's good to know what they do. This creates a superscript, making it text smaller and smaller but upper. So superscripts, if you want to make the text to go down, superscript up, subscript down. And to increase and reduce the size of our font, we can go through and pick a number. But if we just want to make small increments, we can increase and reduce respectfully. Now, another important thing, and the final thing for this video, is our font. For professional writing, we would prefer, or we want to use professional text, such as a sans or a serif. Now, the difference between the two is a serif has little feet. So if we see on our L, there's little extensions, little feet that we can see there. And a sans is one that doesn't. So you can see the difference. This one doesn't really, it's just a straight letter that doesn't have any feet. So an example of a sans is Calibri, as you can see, and a serif Times New Roman. Any other form, any other sans or serif that you prefer works well. What I would avoid is using artistic fonts. This is just an example. There are many different. They're hard to read and it looks unprofessional. So that's how it is. Thank you very much for listening.